Hey, Kara, how are you? Good to have you here in our leadership series.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Can you just tell everybody who you are, where you're participating from, and all about your business?
Yeah, great. My name is Kara Carpenter. I'm co-founder of Teachley in New York City. And Teachley is an ed tech startup where we're helping schools replace traditional tests and assessments with engaging games. This way, kids have many more opportunities to demonstrate what they know, and teachers actually can get data in real time about how their kids are doing.
Yeah, I've heard a lot about engaging
Yeah,
kids with games and whatnot at the same
yeah.
time physical activity. So you
Yeah.
obviously you've studied that makes a big difference in their learning, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, engagement and motivation are sort of the keys to learning. I mean, it's not everything, but if you have kids who are bored by what they're doing, or frustrated by what they're doing, or angry about what they're doing, it's not optimal conditions for learning.
Any way you can invent a game for my final kid who's doing his SATs and trying to up that?
Oh, I wish. Yeah, no, we're on the earlier sort of side of the spectrum. Basically, if you start behind, you stay behind, and so we really want to intervene at the earliest stages so that kids are sort of staying with their group and really staying with the content instead of falling behind and then trying to intervene.
And tell me again, how are you getting this out there? By apps, you said?
Yeah, so our first sort of market penetration was through the App Store. We have hundreds of thousands of downloads of the apps. Anyone can download, but we find about 80% of our downloads are from schools, which is our target market. And then basically from there, we discovered sort of a product market fit problem, which is that devices, iPads, typically go from kid to kid to kid in the school.
Mm.
And so teachers really need the ability to sort of create a class list for kids to be able to continue playing right where they left off. And so we sort of built that functionality into our own apps, and
Awesome.
that engages teachers in the process. And then we sort of have relationships with teachers, and then that builds up towards the administrators and decision makers.
Welcome to the journey of a startup, right?
No.
Th-
Discovering problems along the way. We just thought we would, build some good games and that would be it. But it's really, the game is only the first step.
No, I agree. It sounds like you're making act on education as we need that. So thanks for sharing that.
Yeah, of course.